Hello friends, welcome to my channel Testing Talks Latest. Today I am going to explain how to handle JavaScript alerts using Selenium with Java. Handling JavaScript alerts is common in Selenium automation, and in web we'll face these alerts, and we can handle alerts by accepting the alert or dismissing the alert by verifying the pop-up text. Subscribe my channel for the latest testing tutorials and interview questions. Here I am going to use website testpages.herokuapp.com for handling alerts. Let me create a script for handling alerts. Under test I am going to create a class handle alert to handle the alerts. I am going to create a method with a test annotation to execute the test. Let me import a test annotation and we'll define our WebDriver with name as driver and initialize with null. Let me import WebDriver. Now let me assign our driver to new Chrome driver. I am using the version 4.35 for this execution, so that I need not to add system.set property with driver location. Now we can use driver.get to launch the driver with website URL. This web page has different alerts such as alerts, confirm box with OK and cancel button, and there is prompt box where we can enter text with OK and cancel and with message from the alert. So let me use the prompt box to dismiss, accept and enter the text for the alert and also read the alert. For this I am reading website text for the alert using driver.findElement. Let me check the ID for this confirm button, prompt button. As we see ID prompt example for this prompt button, and when we see this prompt box, it is hidden when the page is loaded. So due to that we need to wait for the element, so we need to use scroll to element with JavaScript to handle this button. Let me fetch the element with by.id and provide the ID to handle button for click, and I am going to assign it to web element with name as ELEM. Let me import web element. So we can wait for until this element is clickable, so we can use explicit wait so that we can wait until element is clickable and with using max wait time. So I am going to create a method from custom methods utilities. So I am going to initialize custom methods to define the method for handling clickable. we need to import custom methods. Now I'm going to create a method, wait for clickable, and we need to pass driver and element to handle WebDriver wait. So let me create method wait for clickable. So we need to pass WebDriver with argument name as driver and web element with the argument as PLEM, and WebDriver and web element already imported in this class. So we have to use WebDriver wait. So let me write our function for WebDriver wait to wait for the element. And we need to pass driver and wait time for this. We are waiting for max 30 seconds to wait, and we need to import WebDriver wait. WebDriver is already imported. We have a small change here. Yeah, let me import it. Wait dot until expected conditions. Element clickable we have to check. Element to be clickable with element as a argument. So we'll wait until element is clickable. Our maximum wait time 30 seconds with this element clickable accepted conditions. So now once we wait for that, we can click on the element. So we can use click method for it. Once we click on the element, we need to wait for an alert should be present. So for that, we need to write a method wait for alert. Let me write a method for wait for alert in this custom methods. We can do some changes to this wait for clickable only. So I am modifying the wait for clickable method by copying. Expected condition is alert to be present. Alert is present. So it does not need web element. Let me modify our web element, and once we wait for the alert, let me handle our alert. We can assign our alert as driver.switchTo alert. Let me check the text of the prompt box, and we can do the operations such as either accept the alert or dismiss the alert. So to check the prompt box text, I am using alert.getText. This will return the text for the prompt box. So if we click on prompt box, the text we have I prompt you. So if text equal to text equals I prompt you we can accept the alert, means alert.accept to click OK. In first execution I am going to accept the alert. So for debugging purpose, let me print text from the alert. So println I am using to print it in new line. So as per this method, we are launching the website and we are clicking on the element and waiting for the element and getting the prompt to accept the alert. Before that, this element is not visible once the web page is loaded. That's why I am going to use scroll to element to scroll until the element is visible. For scroll to element, I already have the method created using JavaScript executor. As per this, we are going to upcast the driver to JavaScript executor and used JavaScript executor to execute the script for the element using argument 0 for scroll into view. Here element is the first argument, so with 0 index we are going to wait for scroll into view for the element and waiting for half second for handling next elements. So after scrolling, I am going to click on the element and next waiting for the alert to be present and check the alert text as I prompt you and click on the accept. In this case, even we can enter the text to the text box. Now it is change me. We can clear this change me and we can enter some other text such as hi. So for that we have to use alert.send keys. So I am putting the message hi for the text box. Let we execute our test and see the result. Before that, we'll modify our test to execute. Let me run our test. Test is started. Chrome browser is launched for the test and the website is opened. We are able to scroll and click on the pop-up box, enter the text. Here you see hi for the prompt box. We can add some wait time to see the execution, and as the test is passed, we can even dismiss the alert and see the result. For this execution, I am going to add little wait time to see the execution clearly. So for dismiss, we need not to enter any text. So I am going to comment send case. So let me add thread.sleep here next to getting the text. Thread.sleep, I'm going to give 500 milliseconds and we'll add some catch with exception. And we can print the exception message. We can also add exception for the complete method from starting with initialization of Chrome driver. We can modify the test such, but as we required, this is mandatory to see our execution. I am giving the exception message as exception has been thrown. So we are going to write our dismiss message after reading the alert box text. Dismiss will click on the cancel so that our pop-up will be closed. Let me execute our test and see the results. Browser is launched and website is opened and scrolling is done. Clicking on cancel. You click cancel. So prompt return none. So this is how we can accept, dismiss, get text and input the text to the alert box. So friends, thanks for your support. Subscribe my channel for the latest interview questions and tutorials. Thank you.